What's going on, dudes and dudettes? We are on our next area, kind of. So we just hit our checkpoint down there, which is awesome. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna come up to these guys that are shooting you with arrows, and then you've got these dogs that are super annoying. These are probably gonna take a couple of hits for you. My suggestion for you right now is to stay back a bit, stay around about this area, and then you want to come down to this kind of like trench area. And then the arrows can't touch you from here, but the dogs can come down and get you. So you want to come over to this trench area. Let the dogs come down, keep your shield up, let them attack you. As soon as they're staggered, take them out. There might be a couple more dogs up there. If they haven't attacked you already, then take this opportunity to just quickly run past. For me personally, I can come back and kick these guys' asses because they're actually quite weak. For me personally, but for you that is not going to be the case. These are all pretty much one hits for me. Keep your shield up if you are going to take them on. There is an item drop over there, so it might be worth if you do want to take these guys on. Fair enough, good for you. Large shot of an intrepid hero, I think that said. So, you know, at this stage, souls are very important, especially leveling up at this stage. Is that a dog I heard? There we go, there's the other dog. So let's let him attack you, stagger him, and then move on. Okay, we're moving on to quite an important area. We're at the, I believe, the Cathedral of the Deep, or the Central Cathedral, or something like that, right here. Cathedral of the Deep, yeah. So here we are. This is a really important area. Super helpful for like shortcuts and stuff like that. So let's get in here as fast as possible and get that sorted, shall we? Right, so we're going to open up these doors here. And there we go, Cathedral of the Deep. Now, if you bought the DLC, you should have a guy that's like leaning over here, but I didn't get the DLC. I might buy the DLC after I've done this game and uploaded it if I feel like I want to do the DLC as well. I might invest a little bit of money and do the DLC as well. So let's light this bonfire and get checkpointed in. Now, both of these doors will lead to um, a better area later in the game. They are shortcuts, but I can't really use them yet because you need to open from the other side, and you won't get to the other side until you get to that point later in the game. They are just helpful spots to use. Right, the next area, really easy. Let's just take this guy out quick and take these guys out. Pretty easy as well. They're just kind of sitting around, and then we can get this Estus shard, which, as you know, are pretty important. They give you more Estus flasks uses. So this area just reminds me of the TV show The Walking Dead, because it literally is just a bunch of Walking Dead. It's a bunch of skeletons. They're super weak. They're like all one-hit kills, and they're really easy to handle. And yeah, they're just so slow. It reminds me of The Walking Dead, because in The Walking Dead they pretty much just walk past a bunch of them. So just walk past them. Literally, you don't have to run. You don't have to waste your stamina or anything like that. I mean, your stamina regens anyway, so it's not really wasting. You want to take a left here. That's really annoying when you kind of get stuck in a corner. So yeah, you want to come up to about here, and then there's a little pillar. Just take out this guy. And then there's an Astoria Greatsword, so if you're after an Astoria Greatsword, that's why you get it. And I'm pretty sure that's a pretty good weapon, actually, so yeah, that's awesome. Definitely go back, and you know what, we should actually be going back to the Firelink Shrine soon, because I've got like enough to level up 2 or 3 times, so we probably should be heading back soon. Let's just take these guys out quick. So as you can see, we get to about here, and then if there's a little drop down here, and there's a couple of drops. Now these guys are going to start getting up, and these are actually like tougher skeletons. My advice to you is just run. Just run past them. They're quite tough, they might kill you, and you don't want to lose your souls this deep into them. So let's just kill this guy because he's in my way. Ouchie. And that was one of the big guys behind me. You want to dodge them for sure, because I think they can like grab you and do a lot of damage. So let's just try and stay away from them in general. You know what? No, I'm not actually. I was thinking about going to go back, and this is one of the tougher looking ones, as you can see in front of me. That ugly ass looking thing there. But we're not going to worry about him quite yet. Right. Nice little view there. backstab this guy, and then we'll carry on with our little journey. Now, when I got here I think on my first journey, I think a couple of times this guy right up here, he really like fucked me up big time. This guy with the scythes just up ahead, you will get his attention and he'll start running towards you. Bring him into this area, just pull him back. He is vulnerable to backstabs. Just kind of keep your shield up and then rotate right, and then try for that. I mean, for me personally, I can put him in a stagger pattern and I can just kill him like that. But for you, I would get behind him, try for the backstabs. Don't try and get him in a stagger pattern. I don't think your weapons are strong enough to put him in a stagger pattern. But if you can, good for you. Well done for doing it. Okay, so down here we got some items. So we got some white branches here. If you don't know what the white branches do, basically they just transform your look, so you look like something else in the map. That is super handy. That is something that you want for sure, because with that you can like sneak past other enemies, especially in an area that you find really difficult. Now, I don't know if you just saw there, I also picked up some undead bone shard. Seriously, good pickup. Definitely get that. It's really handy. Okay, so let's get this great shield here. And then just down here, there's a little shortcut back to a room that we were in earlier. So let's just kick that ladder down so we can come back up that later. Right. I think we were in there earlier. If not, I will show you it later if I remember. I might not remember, so... But yeah, just kick that down, and if you're in your playthrough, if you want to pause it and then just go down that ladder and explore that area, go for it, if you haven't been there already. If not, just carry on with me now. Yeah, so the undead bone shards, as you can see at the bottom of the screen on my left hand side, it says Estus Flask plus 10. Every time you burn a bone shard at the main Firelink Shrine, at the Firelink Shrine, pretty much one of the first bonfires, your main one, the one you go back to level up and stuff, it will say burn Estus, no, not burn Estus shard, burn bone shard, and then every time you do that, it will go +1. So it will say Estus flag +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, +6, +7, +8, +9, +10, which is the max, and you get a max of 15 uses out of an Estus flag flask. Basically, every time you use it, every time you upgrade it, basically every time you use your Estus flask, you get even more health added on. So like at the beginning of the game, when I took a drink from my Estus flask, I would only get like a tiny little bit of HP that would go up. Now I'm getting a load more HP going up when I use my Estus flasks. So for sure, definitely use them. Definitely find them. Once you get to like 10, you're at your max. You get a trophy for it as well, and it's the same for your Estus flasks. Once you get these Estus flask shards, definitely use them, because you will get up to 15 and you'll get a trophy, and they're super handy, they're super cool, so definitely use them. See, these guys are really fucking annoying, so watch out for those guys as well. This guy's really hurting me. Ouchie. Oh no, he killed me! Oh no! Okay, so I just lost like 377,000 souls, so now I have to go back and get them ASAP, otherwise I'm going to cry a little. This area is actually quite tough. I should have told you that. I shouldn't have just walked into that area and just chatted bollocks about Estus flasks. But yeah, anyway, you get up to about 15 Estus flasks, and that's your max. You get a trophy for it, and you know that's super important. You might have, I mean, it took me journey 2 to actually get them, because they still spawn after every journey, but it's really annoying the first time, because I don't think you can find 15 in the first run. And if you can, then good for you for finding them all, but I didn't. I had to go through a couple of journeys and get the same ones twice. So anyway, we're actually just going to run through this section. I'm really annoyed because I've died by that stupid fire thing. Basically, you will come across those fire guys. They basically set themselves on fire, run at you, and just do like kamikaze you basically. Just take so much of your health away, and that's that. I'm going to use an ember here and get my health back up to a decent amount. I'm actually just going to run past this guy as well, put my shield up just in case he attacks, which I did, and which he did, and he's not doing much damage to me right now. I might actually just bring him up here and then kill him up here. There we go, he's up. And now he's susceptible to a backstab. Ah, that's really irritating. And that's really irritating as well. He's got really good range and really good stamina. I just need to get behind him. There we go. There's that backstab that we needed. As soon as we get that backstab, then go for a big heavy attack, and then that's him dead. You don't want to attack him when he's on the floor because you're not going to do much damage at all. And that is the truth. He's still quite tough. Let's get him killed straight away before he does me any more damage that I don't need. And we also have a guy that comes up here. You just want to knock him off. And this guy you can just kill with there we go. And that's still not hitting him. And that's still not hitting him. Okay, so he is unhittable at the moment. As you can see, I've been through this. One of the guys hit me earlier with some white mist and I couldn't use my Estus flasks. I can use them now because it's worn off, but be wary of that as well because you will approach stuff like that. Right. Good job I got my souls back because I was going to cry. We're going to move on to the next spot now. Oh, there's a guy there. That's kind of creepy ass face right there. Yeah, we're going to move on to the next spot now. So, coolio. We're going to stop the video here and we'll carry on in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. I've been the STORMCOOPER and goodbye.